Ron, and this is Unit 2, Neuroanatomy. So, what is neuroanatomy? Neuroanatomy is basically the study of the brain, its lobes, the brainstem, and I'd say even the spinal cord since it's connected to the brainstem. There's so much that goes on in neuroanatomy. So, what are the major regions of the brain? So, the major regions are the occipital lobe, temporal lobe, spinal cord, cerebellum, parietal lobe, and frontal lobe. So you might be wondering, what do these things do, and what makes them so important? So basically, starting off with the temporal lobe, which is on the sides of our brains, they help process auditory information and help us understand language. It's also involved in object recognition, so recognizing faces or the things that are basically around us. And now next, the parietal lobe. It's basically just sensory information, such as touch, temperature, and pain. It helps us process all of these things. And now, with the frontal lobe is our higher thinking. So it helps us plan with decision making and problem solving. And then with our occipital lobe helps us see. It's connected to our eyeballs. So it helps us see the world around us, basically. And now, with the brainstem, there's so much that goes on in the brainstem. It's not just the lobes. There's also a brainstem. So, what is a part of the brainstem and what makes it so important to us? So, first of all, the brainstem is connected to our spinal cord, and our spinal cord sends information up to the brain, and so the things that are a part of the brainstem are the medulla, the pons, the midbrain, and thalamus. So let's start with the medulla. So the medulla helps us with breathing and heart rate. It's our automatic systems. And then next with our pons. Our pons, or you can say pons, plays a key role in regulating breathing, sleep cycles, and eye movements, it's very similar to the medulla, but just deals with sleep and eye movement. Next, with the thalamus. So the thalamus is not a part of the brainstem, it's the bottom of the brain. So I guess it is connected, but basically, what is the thalamus? The thalamus receives, filters, and distributes signals for functions like vision, hearing, touch, and movement. But it includes everything besides smell. And as you can see, our brainstem is so complex, which is why it's important to know about it. It's important to know about all the parts of our brain. Now, last but not least, the spinal cord and our reflex arc. How are the spinal cord and reflex arc related? How do they go hand in hand with each other? So basically, the spinal cord is the hub for reflex arcs, which is what makes them related and go hand in hand with each other. So basically, a spinal reflex arc, which is what we see right now, is a neural pathway that enables rapid involuntary responses to a stimulus. So, for example, with this, our stimulus is the hot object. And when we feel that hot object, it sends signals to our body and brain, which makes us have an impulse. It makes us pull away from that hot object, which is why our spinal cord and reflex arc are so related to each other. And that's basically all you need to know about it. So it's basically just our impulse and our signaling. So that's all you need to know. Thank you for listening.